hate myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. Just like the light of a new day, it hit me from out of the blue, breaking me out of the spell I was in, making all of my wishes come true. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
10-4, engine 98. Battalion 3, engine 98 requests a second alarm. Engine 41, come in on Elm Tree and check for exposures.
Okay, repeat. Repeat. Request fire unit. 4th and Elm Tree. Come on, somebody wake up. I'm sorry I interrupted the spelling bee, Ralph.
Well, I didn't get your message till I got to the teacher's room. What's going on?
Well, we got 2 escaped lifers up here out of federal pen this morning, so obviously they don't care how much trouble they get into. They've been tossing cocktails down the stairwell, and a whole wall up there is aflame. I can't get up the stairs.
They're probably trying to make it across the roof.
Hello? Hello? No, not anymore. Not anymore, not after this. Go on, go get him, kid.
All right.
Get the bed, that's it. Tear the own gee. Go get him.
I could have sworn that was a direct hit. Looks like some kind of fireproof suit.
Hey, let's get out of here.
Engine 12, engine 27, truck 8. Respond on a second alarm with engine 98, 4th and Elm Tree.
Westlake Task Force 26 was notified that environmental water power and the gas company that the utilities have been cut at 4 Roosevelt. Task Force 26.
What is it? Mom, come on here. What's the matter?
I can't, Judy.
What?
Judy, she lives down the hall from
Who?
me. Judy, she
What's the
can't
matter?
see. She's blind.
Okay, medic, we got a person in the street here.
No,
right,
Judy.
Our fire phone is not working and we're maintaining radio.
Somebody, help me!
Where'd you come
Here.
from?
She should probably see a doctor as soon as possible. Bye.
Bye. Stop.
Judy! Judy! Oh, thank God you're all right. I fell from my window and somebody caught me. But you live on the 5th floor. Somebody caught me. Mr.
Tanner, Dave
Tanner? Feed this to the station. We might have a hero here.
Yeah, well, you know, she fell and, like I had to catch her. Well, you know, men don't always,
nobody's capable of, but then the time comes when you got to get down to where the rubber meets the road. And, well, this, of course, is your most difficult time.
Hey, Ralph, you there? Ah! I knew it. You're in on this, too. Now, what's going on?
It's nice to see you, too, Bill. Ralph, I've got your tea. Guess who's here?
Every time Ralph gives me that garbage on the phone about I'll give you all the details as soon as you get here, that means he can't tell me the truth or I wouldn't show up at all. Now, what's the bad news?
Oh, thanks a lot. Forgot the honey again.
What's the matter with your voice?
I got laryngitis or something.
That's that smoke inhalation. Ralph, you gotta be more careful.
Well, doctor said it's only temporary. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just terrific. I got exactly 36 hours to find and apprehend those two firebugs who would rather die than go back inside the joint.
Why 36 hours, Bill? That's ridiculous.
No, that's Carlisle. Just because he says I didn't call for backup. You know, when we had those two yahoos cornered, and that's why they got away.
Well, did you call for backup, then?
Yes, he called for a backup. He called the suit for a backup, which is why I wanted you guys to come over here and what I wanted to talk about. See, when I lost the booklet out in the desert, I think our main concern at that point was finding out how the suit worked, and I think in doing that, we might have overlooked the most important chapter in the booklet, which was the uses for the suit. I mean, we really don't know why I was given the suit or what I was supposed to do with it.
Ralph, we're supposed to bag bad guys with it. That's real simple, isn't it?
Yeah, well, maybe, all right, Bill, but take a look at these things that I have circled here. Like this one about the people that were saved that were on the raft for 3 days.
Oh, here, trapped mudslide victims tunneled to safety by neighbors.
Another one right there.
Whoa. Ticonderoga, Preakness favorite, up for $1 million deal. No kidding.
It's not circled.
Oh, but still.
Wait, here's one about the airline passenger who saw a stalled car blinking an SOS from a snowbank. She reported it to the stewardess, the pilot radioed ahead, and the family was saved.
You know what these are, Bill?
Yeah, they're called junk fillers, Ralph.
No. These are human interest items. They are people saving people. I mean, that's what it's all about, Bill. I mean, that's what I've always wanted to do. That's what I do best. That's why I became a teacher. Bill, now let's think a minute. Why did the extraterrestrial beings give me the suit? I mean, I don't know anything about international espionage or high-tech crime.
You're gonna have to put some more honey in your tea, Ralph. You're about to lose it altogether. Boys and girls, can we please try to remember, if we may, I was there in the desert when the ship came down, gave us the suit. The suit. It wasn't Ann Landers. It could have been, but it wasn't. It was me. The extracurricular whatchamacallits that you're talking about, whoever they are. I mean, they had something in mind, you know, when we put me with you.
Yes, but there's got to be some kind of a balance.
No.
You know, Bill, we spent all this time favoring your side. I think it is time we start concentrating on what Ralph thinks is important.
Yes, we're talking about improving the quality of life.
Oh, I see. I get it now. You mean pulling the kitty cat out of the tree. Maybe you want to go and save the whales.
If I can, yes.
Ralph, I'm sorry, but when I saw that ship or whatever was it came down in the desert and gave us the suit, I cannot possibly in my wildest imagination think that it was from the intergalactic ASPCA, no.
Well, let me put it to you this way. You're going to volunteer your services to us, or I stop helping in your crime-fighting activities.
Well, that's not voluntary, that's...
Blackmail.
Well put.
Well, Ralph, we've been driving around for an hour and a half now. Haven't found one beached whale. I can't believe it.
Well, there's got to be some possibilities out there.
Oh, possibilities? Are you kidding? You got possibilities here? Look at this. Oh, yeah. See these that you've circled here? These are wonderful. Man gets tied, caught in candy machine. I love that one, but my favorite is this one. Counselor, see this? Man builds boat in basement. Doors too small. Ralph, he gets fly right over there and stuff it in a bottle for him.
I guess it's been kind of a slow day, all right?
Yeah, for sob stories, maybe. But not for catching bad guys, never.
Wow.
What do you got?
Even Marcus is having a sale.
That's real. Very fun. You guys don't have to go with me if your heart isn't in it.
Oh, I never would have guessed.
Wait a minute, guys. Listen to that.
Sheriff's deputies have reluctantly surrounded the condemned residence where the elderly man has defied all attempts to force him to vacate the home, which is the final obstacle to the proposed airport expansion, which will encompass most of the area. The home's owner has consistently refused to acknowledge the city's condemnation order, and early today he fired several shots at police officers, stating that he would rather die before he gave up his home, a
That's it. An old man struggling to save his home from the establishment. That's it.
Ralph, this guy has discharged firearms, have duly appointed officers.
Come on, fly the airport. Let's go.
He's not a worthy candidate.
I'll be the judge of that, all right?
Talks relancing between the state and its citizens.
One left, two right, three forward.
Bill, you gotta stop.
Stop him, Ralph. That's a SWAT team.
Just flash your shield at him or something.
What?
Come on,
I'm sorry, I would have come through the window, but I didn't want to be spotted.
Hold it right where you are.
Mr. Haggard.
I said hold it.
All right.
Who the hell are you anyway? What kind of a suit do you call that?
This is a red suit. It's especially designed for tactical operations like this one.
Bulletproof.
Yes, among other things, Mr. Haggard.
How the hell did you get up there? Anybody else with you?
No, I'm alone. Mr. Haggard, I'd like to help you if I can.
Oh, you'd like to help me, huh? Well, fine. You go out there and tell those fellas to go on home. Sweet.
Haggard, the house is surrounded. You can't win this one.
Look at all those cars out there on my lawn. Look at that truck in the middle of the flower bed.
Okay, hold it, boys.
Three, cut.
Okay, Bill Maxwell, FBI. Let's regroup this a little downrange.
What is this? What's going on?
Maxwell, FBI. You boys look like you could use a little backup. Now, I need an update on your scenario and a plan of attack.
My plan of attack?
Yeah.
Hey, let's keep her back.
She's with me.
Another Fed.
Attorney.
Attorney? Oh, even gets better. What else you got?
Well,
I regroup.
I'm gonna count to 3. 1,
Mr. Haggard, I'm sure you don't want to hurt anybody. You would have shot me when I came in.
2.
Mr. Haggard, what's your family think about this?
Martha was my family.
Why don't you just give it up? We don't
Martha
want to
passed
hurt
away
you.
10 years ago. And let me tell you something, young fella. If she were here today, she'd walk out there, she'd find the driver of that truck, and she'd box him right alongside the head. This house is ours. Ain't nobody gonna take this house from Martha and me. Unless they kill me.
Mr. Haggard, nobody wants to kill you, believe me.
Oh, no? Well, take a look out there.
I should say no one wants anyone to get hurt. That's what's important.
I'll tell you what's important. This house. That's what's important. You see that porch out there? I built that porch. You see that room there, that extra room? Well, I built that when it looked like Martha and I was going to have a baby.
All right, Haggard. We're ready with the tear gas. You've got 1 minute to come out with your hands empty. 1 minute.
And you got 45 seconds to clear out of there.
Mr. Haggard, they mean business.
Well, so do I.
You know, rezoning goes on all the time, all over the place. I mean, it happens. You don't want your home to be in the middle of a runway, do you? Now, let's get out of this problem with the police, and then you go and you buy yourself another house.
Buy a new house, huh?
Mm-hmm.
With what?
With the money that the city will give you for this house.
They didn't give me no money. They just took this house.
What?
For 50 lousy bucks right there.
30 seconds, Haggard.
You missed one payment 8 years ago and they took your house?
That's right, March 1974. And they repossessed the house because of the accrued interest. And they told me I hadn't owned this house for years. Well, this house belongs to Martha and me. And there ain't nobody gonna take this house from us as long as I can move around and get up.
15 seconds, Haggard, and we're coming in.
Over my dead body.
Time's up, Haggard. Final warning, Haggard.
And my final answer.
All right, Haggard. Come out or we're coming in.
Now, please don't make make any trouble. My friends and I will do all we can to help you.
How do you do that?
I gotta go.
Break it in!
How long can they hold Ira in custody without charging?
Depending on the psychiatric report, they can hold him for as long as they want.
Oh, boy. If he doesn't mention me, it won't do him any good at all.
Ralph, come on. You gotta remember, we're looking at a guy here that was ready to take on an entire SWAT team all by himself. Now, what makes you wonder, doesn't it? How much wind is blowing through his attic.
Yeah, but Bill, I mean, the guy was very angry. The bank double-crossed him, sold his land to the city. That home was the only thing he had.
Well, I'm not saying that your pitiful old geezer here doesn't have a beef. I'm just saying that trying to solve it with a shotgun against a SWAT team all by yourself, that's not up to par.
It's not exactly a rational solution to a problem, Ralph.
Boy, I just feel so terrible. I was trying to help the guy. I mean, I didn't want him to end up with a jail sentence or even worse, in a mental institution.
Well, that's what happens sometimes when you try to do something nice for somebody, you know. Taggart may have been just a borderline mental case. We shoved him right over. It does happen.
Is there anything you can do legally, Pam? I mean, can you send him a writ or something like that?
I'm going to talk to Councilman Beckworth tomorrow. He sponsored the rezone. Maybe I can get him to drop some of the charges. But if Ira pleads diminished capacity, it's going to be a tough one.
Oh, boy, I feel so awful.
Hey, hon, there's something that might cheer you up.
What's that?
Isn't that the guy you handed the blind girl to?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Look at that. Good Samaritan saves blind girl from flames.
No kidding.
Passerby Dave Tanner risked his life in an apartment fire last night to save the life of Judy Johnstone, a blind resident of the building.
You see that? Tanner told reporters that he was out for a walk.
Tanner, Dave Tanner.
Said he saw the flames leaping up from the first floor.
Well, let me see that. Oh boy. I hate to frost your pipes anymore than they're already frosted, Ralph, but that's Dave Tanner. Got his picture in the newspaper. I don't believe it. And he's definitely not a good Samaritan.
What do you mean?
It's Dave Tanner. Here. Torchy Tanner. #1 scummy. On the arson squad's dance card. Dave Tanner is a fire ghoul, Ralph.
A what?
He's a looter. He picks a fire, shows up, lays low, in a confusion, slips into a building, rips off the entire burning building.
Great.
Well, Bill, maybe he was in the area. People stop and watch fires. It happens, you know.
Torchy Tanner's sheet goes back 20 years. He is not a spectator. He's a player.
Great. First I help Ira, and then I'm turning a arsonist into a hero. I can't believe there's someone up there really loves me.
Well, Ralph, now look, I've gone along with this, but your scenario here has turned into a real pound of nothing. Now, couldn't we just, hitch up the old jammies and vibe in on these escape cons? Because I'm not putting it bluntly when I say I'm looking down the business end of a departmental reprimand here. Huh? What do you say? Huh?
You know, I'm not really anxious to give this all up. And let's suppose that Pam's synopsis is correct. I mean, maybe the guy's out there and he's just standing there and he happens to save this girl and... No. Doesn't really add up to much, does it?
Okay. Now, suppose I can prove to you that this Torchy Tanner is the guy that I say he is, and that he was there to rip off the building, and that you used the suit to make a hero out of a real slime ball. Now, would you give up on this, huh? Would you?
I don't know.
Come on. You do it for Bill. Old Uncle Bill. Old Uncle Wild Bill. Who loves your baby. Huh?
You're overdoing it, Uncle Bill.
Oh, all right.
So listen, we'll get together for lunch, okay?
What are you, nuts hitting on that broad? She was the bank manager. You gotta be
I
nuts.
wasn't hitting on her. I was pumping for information.
You're an idiot. We got 2 cameras and 3 guards. The vault's by the south door. What time does the bank close up?
Around 3. They all do.
What do you mean around 3?
Hey, take it easy, huh? What's the big deal? We'll take the place. Back the guards and the citizens, take the bread and split the country. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, what about witnesses? You stuck your face all over the place in there.
There ain't gonna be any witnesses. All we gotta do is knock the joint over.
Old Torchy Tanner, William ain't this creep. Right off the bottom of the bucket. A real scunge, bum's bum. Ugh, you're gonna love him.
Come on, Bill, we don't need the hard sell.
Hi! Hey, you must be the Kagans from 12C, right? Come on in. You know, it is so great to finally meet you. Hey, wait a minute, it's you. It's you. You're the guy who did it. It's him.
It sure is.
Okay, now you got all your intros out of the way. I'll make mine. Maxwell, FBI. How you doing there, Torchy? Oh, well, look at this. Look at. I hope you're not using the scriptures for killing now,
Look, you know,
Torchy.
I think that maybe I owe you a lot.
Mr. Tanner, Agent Maxwell here claims that you are some kind of a firebug.
Wait a minute. Keep your voice down, will you? Hey, you want to come in? Come on.
All right. Okay. Oh, me without my asbestos underwear. Oh, well, I'll take a gamble. All right, look at this junk, Ralph. What'd I tell you?
Listen, hey, you guys want some, coffee or cereal like that?
We wanted to know what you were doing at that building, Mr. Tanner.
Oh, well, just ask him. He knows.
Were you there to loot that place?
Okay. Yeah, that's why I was there. I mean, I heard the call on the fire band to my radio, and I went over there and...
Well, thanks, Torchy, for your invaluable time.
And what?
And nothing, counselor. Come on, let's go. I proved my point. Can we go and get some real work done?
You know, you figure that you know yourself, I mean, you figure, okay, I know what I am. And you don't have to like it, but after a while, you stop wondering what you are, and you just do what you do, you know what I mean?
The old clock on the wall says it's time to hit the trail.
Wait a minute, Bill, wait a minute.
And then you came along, Mr. Was it? Hinckley. And you handed me that girl. And wow, all of a sudden, people look at me and they say, Dave Tanner is a hero. A hero! I mean, can you dig that?
Yep.
Oh, time is wasting here. This banana flambe is talking in circles. Can't we get out of here and make tracks, huh?
Shut up, Bill.
Yeah, shut up.
You know, I thought you guys were the couple from downstairs. Lived down there for 5 years. We never even said hello. People called me up. They wanted to shake my hand,
I'm gonna get sick.
And this you would never believe, but my own mother called me up. I mean, I haven't heard from her since I did the nickel jolt in Joliet. My own mother called me. I mean, can you believe that?
Stranger things have happened.
Are you listening to this, Bill? Bill? Go on, Dave, go on.
So I've been trying to figure out, what to do with my life. I know I've been on the wrong track so far. I know that now. And I'm trying to get like a grip on where I go from here. Now, I know I didn't save that girl, but what if I tried to, huh? I mean, maybe I could have.
Bill, isn't this terrific? Are you listening to this?
Yeah, I really am. It's terrific. It's wonderful. It makes my eyes water. Dribble always does that.
So I've been thinking, I used to be Catholic, and there is a place up in Santa Barbara where I can go and hang out and think and talk to the priests and, try to figure out what all this means to me.
A monastery?
A monastery?
Yeah.
A monastery. Torchy, Tanner, and a monastery, Ralph. That's a little hard to swallow without making a mess on the rug.
Bill, I feel so good about what we're doing. I'm sure this is what the suit was meant to be used for.
That's wonderful, because my career is going down the tubes right now. On Monday, I'm finished, unless I bring in these escape cons.
Boring. How many times have I had to sit through you telling me that unless you dropped everything and jumped in with both feet, Carlisle was going to fry your garbanzos? How many times have I had to hear that?
All right, once or twice.
Once or twice.
10 or 20 times maximum.
At least.
Ralph, come on. This time I'm really frying here.
All right, I'm going to find some time for you, okay?
Oh, good. Let's finish what we're after before we go to the next thing. That's all I'm saying.
All right, listen, I want you to drop me by the courthouse so I can see Pam for a minute.
Yeah.
There is a
Wait a
low-pressure system.
Do you mind if I listen to the news for a minute?
This unexpected storm front will cause temperatures to plunge well below freezing, and a travel advisory
Nothing
is
that
in
you can
effect
do
for the mountain
about the
regions.
weather. Now, I'll get you to the courthouse.
In
Let's
the
go.
Angeles Crest Mountains, travelers and hikers are warned to avoid unnecessary travel. We go now to a live report from Allison McKay at Angeles Crest National Park for our latest update on the young boy who has been lost for almost 10 hours.
Unfortunately, we are still waiting for a word from the Northwest Park units, and descriptions of Jonathan Newman are now being circulated. Johnny is 8 years old, and when last seen was wearing a baseball cap, a plaid shirt, and tan corduroys when he wandered off from a family outing very early this morning.
Hello! Hello! Hello, Eddie! Anybody hear me? Hello! Anybody?
Why don't you let me help you, Mr. Haggard?
Because your kind of help ain't gonna make no difference to me now, lady. So you go on and get all this fancy lawyer stuff and get on out of here.
Oh, great. I'm trying everything I can to straighten this mess out. And you're quitting on me.
I am 75 years old. I want to quit, I'm gonna quit. Now, Miss Davison, you're a little late trying to help me. I mean, this thing has got me just about pushed around the bend. You just forget it.
I can get a settlement from the bank for your house. And the district attorney has agreed to review the charges filed against you.
What am I gonna do then? I don't even mean that. I mean this. I keep thinking I'm seeing things. See that young fellow in a red suit? Flying right through my roof? And doing things.
I know. Must be very frightening for you.
I don't scare easy. But I know if I want to keep half of what I gotta find one of them head doctors and just tell them I've been seeing things.
Now, Mr. Haggard, please don't tell the doctors what you saw. It won't help us at all with your defense.
But I don't want you to defend anything. This is just between me and that head doctor and that young fella I thought I saw. You didn't see him, Miss Davison. You don't know what it's like.
Well, how'd we do? Gonna get him out of here?
No, we're not. Ira's gonna end up in a mental institution.
A what?
Yep, he's gonna talk to the city psychiatrist and tell him all about you and the suit and everything.
Oh, no, he's not gonna do that, is he?
Oh, yes, he is. And Ralph, what did you expect? We have enough trouble handling it ourselves.
Oh, this is terrible. Well, listen, I got him into this. I'm gonna get him out. You wait here.
Okay, John, open the door. Hope you like dog food, old man, because that's all we can afford to feed crazies. Oh, you gotta eat it with your hands, because you can't have no spoon. Oh, you want to eat it on the floor, huh? Door.
Hi, Ira. It's me. You want to talk?
I am not talking to myself.
You're not talking to yourself. You're talking to me.
No, I'm not.
Ira, I know you think nobody cares about you, but I care about you. Now, just give me a second to explain before you go beating me up, all right?
What can you do? You don't even exist. I'm really going around the bend. I wish Martha were here. She'd get a real kick out of seeing me now.
You're not going around the bend. I'm just trying to give you some advice that's going to keep you from doing something that I know you're going to regret.
All you're giving me is a headache. Now, when you get back in my head where you belong, that's what I want to talk to the doctor about, alone.
You think you feel crazy. How do you think I feel? I got to wear this hideous red suit around all the time. Now, I didn't ask for this suit, just like you didn't ask for your house to be taken by the bank. But it happened, Ira. It happened, and we just have to learn how to live with it.
Now, wait a minute. I don't have to learn to live with you. That's what I'm going to talk to the doctor about.
All right, let's call a guard right now, okay?
Huh?
I'm going to prove to you that I'm as real as you are.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Guard!
Open the door. All right, old man. Now, what is all this screaming about?
Oh, no, I wasn't screaming.
Well, what was you doing? Climbing the walls, or you calling for your mama?
convinced?
Well, at least you got my attention.
Okay, good. Now, I'm gonna get you out of this, Ira. The first thing is, don't tell your good doctor about me, okay? Deal?
Deal.
All right.
Excuse me. Did you get through to him?
I think I did. Everything is working out A-okay. I want you to see what kind of a bargain you could strike with the DA.
Now, Ralph, Ira's still going to need a place to live until the finance company reimburses him for his house.
All right, I gotta meet Bill in a few minutes. Don't worry. I'm gonna figure out a place that Ira can stay at. Talk to you later.
Harlan? My ex-partner, Harlan?
Yeah, Harlan. Harlan's blind, Bill. Ira could be his eyes. I mean, they'd be terrific for each other. Boy, this is starting to work out fine, isn't it? What a weekend.
Well, Ralph, I don't know about putting old Ira with Harlan. I mean, come on, I'm not even sure that Ira's got all his bats in the same belfry.
No, Ira's fine, Bill. He was a little confused about me, but I straightened him right out. Let's find something else we can do, all right? I mean, it's a good feeling, isn't it?
Well, I wonder if you'd like to do a little, background vibe and search for me on Ira. This is a shirt. I stopped by his house.
Bill, come on. Ira's fine, believe me.
Well, I don't want to put too fine a point on it, Ralph, but come on. Ira was ready to shoot it out with a SWAT team yesterday all by himself, so I got to look out for Harlan. He's my first partner. I love him. He's like family. And
All right. If it'll make you happy, I'll do it.
Yeah, what are you getting?
Getting a bank, Bill. Federal Trust over on Forest and Lake.
All right, anybody moves and the twist buys it.
Bill, it's a bank robbery. What kind of connection could Ira have with bank robbers?
Boy, it beats me.
Well, let's get over there. Can't you get this pig moving any faster?
Not a gas.
Not a gas.
Well, Ralph, it does happen sometimes.
Boy, Bill, those must be the same guys we're looking for.
Yeah, really a coincidence, huh? Well, anyhow, you get out there and nail him down. I'll call for backup. Come on. I'll do it. Don't let him get away this time.
This time?
He's gaining on us. I don't believe this.
You're the brain. Think of something.
Yeah, drive faster. Come on, step on it, will you? Hello? Anybody hear me out there? This is Maxwell. Hello?
I need some backup out here. You're on the same chap. What is going on? I don't believe this. Everything is coming unglued today. Go! What do you do? Why don't you wear a bell? What happened to the cons? Did you let them get away again?
No, I didn't let them get away, but yeah, they got away. Iras, huh?
I just want to run it through our lab. I'll get it back to you this afternoon. Thanks. Okay, the APB is up, but these scums have probably already dumped the car. We're going to have to vibe in on them. I got one of the hold-up masks, so you can use that. Oh, come on, Ralph. You're not still sore at me, are you?
Now, why would I be sore, Bill, just because you tricked me into
polygraphing off those prison denims?
that Ira was supposed to have worn?
Well, I was desperate.
Well, don't you think it was a little bit underhanded?
Underhanded? I'll give you underhanded. You have to play Captain Nice Guy, play Simon Says with me, do everything I say, or I'm out of the crime-fighting business. That's underhanded. Give me a break.
Give me a break.
In the
Wait a minute.
Angeles
What?
forest.
Listen.
A sudden drop in temperatures have seriously hampered efforts to find the boy lost in the Alto Canyon area of the Angeles Crest Forest.
That's important. Let's go.
Yeah, well, what about these two creeps? I mean, come on, they could kill somebody. They're crazy just because they want another car.
It is unlikely the boy will be able to survive a second night in the wilderness, if he is even still alive.
Okay, come on.
Now, this road runs alongside Alta Canyon. I'm gonna sweep it, and I'll check back with you about every 15 minutes.
Okay.
I want you to wish me luck, all right?
Yep, bring him home, kid.
The park rangers and volunteer search parties have called off their efforts to find the boy lost in the Angeles Crest Forest. A fresh, cold air front threatening snow has forced the end of the search, although search parties will be on standby all night. The hope of finding little Johnny Newman has grown thin.
Sometimes things don't work out like you plan. All you want to do is lend a hand. The good turn turns out bad, and happy comes up sad. Sometimes things don't work out like you planned. Sometimes people seem so hard to hide.
Jonathan, you all right? Jonathan?
You can read their hearts, but not their minds. You wonder why you try, but only you know why. 'Cause sometimes things work out just like you planned.
Close that door, Ralph.
He's definitely in bad shape, Bill. He's suffering from hypothermia and exposure.
Hypothermia. Yeah. Lowered body temperature. You got to heat up the head and the trunk and forget the rest. At first, this heater doesn't do anything.
Forget the heater, just unbutton his shirt.
Okay. Ralph. That's enough. Huh? Oh.
Who are you?
Bill Maxwell, FBI. What? Oh. Yeah, well, me too.
What'd he say?
Well, he said he'd always wanted to be a G-man since he was a kid.
All right.
Yeah, well, I guess it's okay, you know, saving a kid's life, lost him in the forest and all that stuff. Will you please stop trying to force a halo down my throat?
You're the one who's been talking about it all the way down. I've just been sitting here listening, Bill. See, it only takes one good thing to happen to make all of it worthwhile.
Well, I still have to nail those 2 ex-cons before Monday or lose my job. I don't suppose that you want to bend in my direction a little bit now.
All right, I might consider it, seeing as how we have a little bit of time.
Okay, here we go. 5 in on that. That's Stockton. That's the bank robbers at.
Very kinky bank robbers you got here.
Oh, that's very funny.
Ready? See, I can't even get it over my head. Bill, this is a petite. I'm sure I'm a junior miss.
Will you put it on, please?
Oh, boy.
Okay, now, what are you getting?
Oh, a headache.
You're blind, too.
Oh, I can't see. I can't even move my lips. How do they breathe through these things? Woo!
So,
Okay.
what are you getting?
All right, I got something here.
What?
They're at the airport.
That's it, then. They're trying to get out of the country.
Bill, how are they going to get on an international flight?
I don't know, but we're going to find out.
Believe me, you're gonna like it in South America.
I'd like it a lot better if I had a piece with me.
What are you, crazy? You try to carry a gun onto a plane, this whole place goes off like a pinwheel machine.
Yeah? See you around.
I hope you can get a fix on these guys. They're in the air already. I'm a dead duck.
Yeah, I see them, Bill. And they're getting on that jet right over there.
Hey, FBI, we got to get through here. Okay, hold it. Everybody, hold it. This flight is grounded. Order the FBI. Now, which 2? Ralph, which 2? I never saw a good look at them.
Those 2 guys running away right there, Bill.
Oh.
Check your scope. Do you have anything taken off on 19er left? No. Look again. Are you sure? Something flew by and nearly hit us.
Now that one drives the rainbow trout crazy.
Yeah, I can see that, the way it catches the light on the cast.
Uh-huh.
You know, watching these guys makes me feel pretty good all over.
I think it's beautiful. What do you say, Bill?
About what?
I don't see why there isn't room for what you both want.
Well,
Well, what?
well, it's getting late, that's what.
Well, let's get down to the lake. You can catch them, I can clean them.
I ain't held a casting rod in years.
Okay, we're going to see you boys in a couple of days now.
Right, Bill?
I can't thank you folks enough for all you've done for me. I'm going to repay you.
Ira, you've already repaid us. Thank you.
Come on, Ira.
I gotta admit, I haven't seen Harlan chugging around like this since before the accident. He's actually going fishing with Ira.
You know, Bill, what you're feeling is probably exactly the way Dave Tanner felt the night everybody thought he saved that little girl.
Torchy Tanner up there with the brothers, bald spot shaved on his head, wearing a gunny sack, planting string beans in the garden. I don't know, I'm ready to believe anything.
Well, Ralph, your little experiment was a success.
Yep.
How about a celebration dinner?
Well, you know, we still got a little time left on the old ticker. Why don't we find another good deed out there?
Well, why the heck not? Let's go for the gold.
And just hours ago, a fire of unexplained origin raged through the brothers' retreat in the Santa Barbara Mountains. The blaze apparently originated in a room used to store gifts to the brothers, a lay group vowed to poverty.
Coincidence.
And in other Southland news, on
Short
Friday,
circuit?
3 helicopters will begin spraying the insecticide bees
Well,
to control Santa
why don't
Barbara
we go get
County's
some dinner and
gypsy
call it a
moth
day?
infestation. Assistant County Agricultural Commissioner